Megyn Kelly used to be a superstar on Fox News a long time ago, but then her world came crashing down in the worst way possible. And the crazy thing is, Megyn's world has come crashing down more than once. Her first downfall was such a huge deal that it was featured in a movie.
You may have heard there was a dust-up involving yours truly and presidential contender Donald Trump.
But the real truth is that Megyn's downfall was way more shocking than just a run-in with Donald Trump. You won't believe how Megyn lost everything again and again. Megyn and some old Fox News associates got together after the movie Bombshell was released, and they were recorded on video. Charlize Theron portrayed Megyn in Bombshell. Megyn must have liked that fact, if nothing else, about the shocking movie. She was trying to set the record straight during the sit-down with the other women from Fox, and what she admitted was unbelievable.
So I was asked to do the spin.
Yeah.
And God help me, I did it.
The he that Megyn was referring to was once the head of Fox News, Roger Ailes. The whole story behind Bombshell was the accusations of harassment directed at Roger that eventually forced him to resign from the network. In the movie that was based on real events, Megyn knows she will risk her career at Fox by admitting that Roger also harassed her. A report in Time alleged that the same thing happened to Megyn in real life. During her sit-down with her ex-Fox News associates, Megyn revealed that she put herself through law school and graduated with honors from all her programs. Megyn also alleged that she was once offered a partnership at one of the best law firms in the world. But when Roger told her to twirl, Megyn looked into the camera and said, "If you don't get how demeaning that is, I can't help you." Until the Roger Ailes harassment scandal went public, many viewers assumed that Megyn ruined her career at Fox News because of her feud with Donald. Donald would later complain to media outlets that Megyn had asked him a very inappropriate question.
Yes, she should really be apologizing to me.
ABC News reported what happened between them during the first Republican presidential debate in August 2015. Megyn had a big part in this debate because it was broadcast on Fox, and she was the moderator. That's when she interrogated Donald on camera, which ended up getting her in a lot of trouble. At first, Megyn reminded Donald that he had a reputation for calling women he doesn't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Donald started going after Megyn on social media after the debate. ABC News reported that Donald kept on attacking Megyn in the craziest ways possible, including an infamous sit-down he did with CNN. During the CNN interview, Donald said there was blood coming out of Megyn's eyes and blood coming out of her wherever. People naturally took offense when Donald said that Megyn had blood coming out of her wherever, and he later alleged that he meant Megyn's nose. Megyn later told ABC News her side of the story about the feud between her and Donald. She said, "It was bizarre because I became the story. He was so very focused on me that I became the story. And you never want to be the story when you're a news person." But that wasn't the only time that Megyn became the story. The truth is, Megyn said plenty of cringeworthy things on air at Fox long before she became the story with Donald. In December 2013, Megyn said on air that Santa Claus was white.
But this person is just arguing that maybe we should also have a black Santa. But Santa is what he is.
Maybe Megyn thought that she was joking about Santa's skin color. But during the same segment on Fox, she also insisted that Jesus was a white man in real life. 3 days later, the Christian Science Monitor reported on the mini media storm that Megyn had caused. As the former host of The Daily Show, Jon Stewart roasted Megyn on an episode. Jon joked that Megyn should know that Jesus wasn't born in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. But one expert named Jonathan Merritt claimed that Megyn made a serious error about Jesus. Jonathan is an author and columnist who writes on religion, and he said Jesus was, like most first-century Jews, probably a dark-skinned man. Megyn should probably have issued an apology on air, but she didn't. She said, "Humor is part of what we try to bring to the show. Sometimes that's lost on the humorless." Megyn also accused her critics of assuming the worst in people, especially people employed by the very powerful Fox News. It's crazy that Megyn would say something so positive about Fox because a few years later, people mentioned the serious allegation Megyn included in her memoir, Settle For Me. In her memoir, Megyn alleged that Roger Ailes had harassed her repeatedly at work for approximately 6 months before she finally reported him to her supervisor at Fox News. Roger's attorney said that he denied Megyn's allegations, although many other women at Fox had come forward with accusations that Roger harassed them too. Still, Megyn had said crazy stuff in the past, and Roger's attorney even mentioned the time she appeared on The Charlie Rose Show and said, in part, "I really care about Roger, and he has been nothing but good to me." After she finally Kelly left Fox News in January 2017, Megyn did something that no one in the media had expected, and she became the story again. The Guardian reported that Megyn left Fox News for NBC News, and NBC paid her a shocking amount. Megyn's NBC contract was allegedly worth $69 million for 3 years. But almost immediately after the Megyn Kelly Today Show started on NBC, Megyn's next downfall began. Viewers threw major shade at Megyn for her interview style, especially the insensitive questions she asked some famous guests. One infamous interview that Megyn did was with Jane Fonda. Megyn asked Jane about her alleged plastic surgeries, and Entertainment Tonight reported that Jane snapped.
We really want to talk about that now?
Megyn was getting so unpopular on NBC that The Guardian reported a loss of about 400,000 viewers daily in her 9 a.m. time slot. But then Megyn did something on her show that really made her world come crashing down. Just 1 year after Megyn Kelly Today started on NBC, Megyn did a segment on inappropriate and offensive Halloween costumes. This is when Megyn said,
But what is racist?
Shockingly, Megyn sounded like she was defending white people for putting on blackface during Halloween. And she even alleged, when I was a kid, that was okay as long as you were dressing up as a character. Immediately after Megyn said that, it started going downhill for her at NBC. Deadline reported that guests scheduled to appear on her show refused to be interviewed by her. The Guardian alleged that Megyn emailed an internal memo to her NBC coworkers saying, "I've never been a PC kind of person, but I understand that we do need to be more sensitive in this day and age." That might have been Megyn's side of the story, but she'd become the story again, and it was too late for her at NBC. NBC News stated at the end of October 2018 that the Megyn Kelly Today Show would not be returning, and Megyn has not hosted a network TV show since. But Megyn is still broadcasting on her own YouTube channel and other platforms like SiriusXM.
Hey everyone, I'm Megyn Kelly. Welcome to the Megyn Kelly Show.
Megyn started her channel in November 2019, and while she's got over 1.6 million subscribers, it's nowhere near the viewership she once enjoyed on network TV. Maybe that's why Megyn did something so shocking to so many people, because she was desperate to attract more viewers. In July 2023, Vanity Fair published an unbelievable article on how Megyn had learned to love Trump after he'd once called her a bimbo, and so much more. Megyn alleged that she made amends with Donald during a conservative conference in Florida, and she gushed that it was, frankly, great to see him. She even claimed all that nonsense between us is under the bridge. And she said, it's not just because he's former president now, because I knew him before that. Megyn thinks that there's just something about Donald, and she interviewed him for over an hour in September 2023.
Mr. President, thank you so much for doing this.
But anyway, what do you guys think about all this? Did you see the movie Bombshell? And did you follow the real-life feud between Donald and Megyn? Do you watch Megyn online now? What do you think of her? Let me know in the comments below.